All right, here we are at like 5:30 on March 9th. Tomorrow is move-in day of this house that I've literally spent the last year of my life building, along with many other people. But a little background on this place. So I don't, a lot of people will call us real estate investors, but it's way more than that. It's a lot of work. And so the story of this place is we owed some property down the street, and my wife said, "Oh my, hey, there's a little place on 10 acres down the road here that's for sale." And I went and looked at it, and I just kind of fell in love with it. She came out and looked at it and said, "There's no way that you're buying that place. It stinks like feces. It's horrible, and no way." So a few days later, I went ahead and went to the auction, and I just bought it. So I fell in love with it. She didn't like it. Over the course of the next, and I'm sorry, it's really dirty around here, but it's got several outbuildings, and anyway, I just love this place. So she, over the course of the next few months, she got to fall in love with this place also, and more the property than the house. So she said, "Mike, if you build me a house, tear down the old one, build a new one, I'll move out there with you." So this is the culmination of that. Not this Thanksgiving, but the Thanksgiving before. I bought that little bobcat over there that I might have gotten the picture, and I started digging this foundation. So there was a little ranch house here, about 1,600 square feet. And truthfully, after all was said and done, I should have just torn it 100% down and started over. But there's a little corner of it back over there at the other side. So around February, everything was ready, and we started framing the house. So this is the culmination of all that work. And it was mainly, of course, my wife is a wonderful designer, and it was mainly me and 3 carpenters that built this house, 100% of it. And so Jeremy Ratliff, my lead carpenter, couldn't have done all this framing without him. Matt Whittier, who was just an all-around craftsman, and Dan Jones, who is a accomplished framer also. So, and really, it took us about a year to design this place, how we wanted it to look, and it was, we changed it a bunch as we were going. So anyway, this is my wife's art studio, and that was already on the property, and really, we just came up with all this design as we were going. These trees are from the property. I'm really excited about this front porch, place for my wife and I to sit. And so we go to auctions. We get a lot of things very cheap. Seriously, this house did not cost us that much to build. I really have to thank all of the vendors that supplied stuff for this, but mainly my friends at Home Depot did a lot. But this is the entrance to the house, and my wife and I call this the art studio, this portion right here. I got to say a little bit about all these oak beams. So this was never part of the project, these oak beams. I don't know why my light just changed on me. Maybe it's just because I went inside. I'm not sure why my lighting just changed the way it did, but we're just going to continue. So I was on Craigslist, and I saw this ad for oak beams, and I went out and looked at it, and it was actually a log cabin that had burnt down, and I ended up with all these beams. I'm going to walk back outside and see if the lighting changes, and then come back in, because I wanted this to be one continuous video, but I don't know why I just did that. So I'm going to stop and restart.